Mr. Preven, you are speaking on items 1, 10, 2, and 31. Go ahead.
What about 36, 40, and 41?
I do not have those cards here. The only cards I have for you is 1, 10, 2, 31. Go ahead.
Okay. Could you restore my time, please? Those are the judgment obligation bond items that you denied in committee. My name is Eric Preven, and I am from Studio City, and I reside in the 2nd District. I'm running for the office of mayor here in Los Angeles. That was a very touching presentation this morning, and I just want to call out Hidden Figures, the movie.
Again, this is not on the agenda.
I know, but African American Month is worth celebrating, sir.
Sir?
Yeah?
You fill all the cards for the specific items.
I know, I'm trying
Please stick to the items or sit down.
Okay, you're restricting my comments. Item number 10 today in CD7, we have a little fence, little wall is being put up by Herb Wesson is stepping in for Mr. Fuentes, who's out of commission. He vacated his seat and is cooperating with federal authorities, possibly in Sacramento. We don't know for sure. Item number 2 is in your district, Councilmember Martinez, and this is another little wall being put up to restrict individuals from coming through in a municipal setting. Obviously, you're trying to protect against some criminal activity, which is what you're doing night and day, and obviously some people appreciate that, those who have been contributing to you. In my district, CD2, on Sunswept, we have a very similar problem where we would just ask for a gate under a bridge because there have been some characters congregating there and doing stuff, but Councilmember Krikorian must be celebrating. In fact, you don't have a quorum. Please put the camera on a wide shot. Put a camera on the wide shot, sir. Will you do it?
Mr. Preven, I need you to stick to the item, sir, or sit down.
That was a request. Item number 15 is the Business Improvement District in Studio City, where I reside.
I don't believe Mr. Preven signed up for item 15.
Of course I did.
No, he did not. You know the items, sir. Please stick to the items.
Of course I did. It's my own
No,
business.
you did not fill out cards for those items. That public comment was satisfied in those items, sir.
That's not true. Item number 1, your regular lien item, which should be separate as a public hearing. Mr. Faubel will explain to the bar.
I'm running the meeting, sir.
Public
You're
hearings,
speaking on the items
like
you fill
item
the
1.
card for, or you're going to sit down.
Excuse me. Public hearings like item 1 have to be held separately from the multiple items section. He doesn't respect that. That's okay.
Madam Clerk,
but I
can you
can
please
talk
hold
about
this
that.
time?
Let me explain. Item 1 was noticed for public hearing. Item 15 had hearing at committee. We are not required under the Brown Act to reopen the hearing here. We did not. Mr. Preven may not speak to item 15. He may speak to item 1, which he signed up for, and is subject to public hearing.
Mr. Preven knows the rules. He just likes to be difficult.
No,
Go ahead.
You're right. Mr. Preven does know the rules, Councilmember Martinez. Mr. Faubel doesn't know the rules. Public hearings are required to be held separately.
And again, we are no longer on the agenda item.
And now you're cutting my microphone, which is against the... What are you doing?
This is it, Mr.
I don't
Preven.
wanna
Thank you
argue.
very much.
Okay.
Go ahead. Start as 1 minute of general public comment. We've given you many opportunities to stick to the items. Go ahead.
I can
You
only
have your
imagine
1 minute of general public comment. Go
I
ahead,
can only
sir.
imagine what's going on in the head of Mike Bond and Bob Blumenfield, who have brains in their head. They must be worried that you guys continue to challenge a guy who won at the California Supreme Court, that you are breaking the law. Public hearings are supposed to be held separately. One time, Marquise Harris Dawson got up and had a meeting with a lobbyist. We had it on film, and Dion O'Connell said, "Oh, no, not sure I see the problem." After he read into the record, all council members must be focused during a public hearing on the monitors in front of them or the recognized speaker. Speaking of recognized speaker, Mr. Blumenfield, hashtag Blumenfield's nose, you are spending $8 million to upgrade your video equipment, and yet you still do not make the public equitable or framed in the same way that we saw all those wonderful presentees today. By the way, it was very nice to see Mayor Garcetti down here in the Temple of Democracy / Temple of Hypocrisy. Let the people see what's going on down here, and the reform will follow forthwith. That is what is going to happen. I believe it. I believe it not because I'm so highly interested, but because it's the only right way for Los Angeles. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Preven. Mr. Arnold Sachs, are you still here?